Welcome to Company of Heroes. Company of Heroes is a real-time strategy game that focuses on frontline combat, capturing key strategic points and leading your company to victory. Welcome to Basic Training. This training exercise will cover unit selection, camera control, and basic orders. During the game, you will receive objectives to complete. Here's an example. You can see your objectives listed on the left side of the screen. Moving your mouse cursor over the objective icon reveals its description. Try this now and move your mouse cursor. Good. If the objective is off screen, an arrow will point to it. For training purposes, the description and direction arrow will remain on screen. Good. Now we will cover how to select units. This is a rifleman squad, the basic infantry unit. Note the rifleman icon and the squad's health bar above the unit. In Company of Heroes, you issue orders to squads, not individual soldiers. A squad needs to be selected before you can give them orders. Left-click on the right.
They're formed up, sir.
Good. You can see they're selected by the circle on the ground around them. All selected squads are shown on the selection panel in the middle of the taskbar. You can access the squad's abilities from the command panel on the right. The mini-map is shown on the left side of the taskbar. It displays an overview of the entire battlefield. To get more information about anything on the taskbar, move your mouse over it. This will display additional information in the help text. Here's an engineer squad. You can select several squads at the same time by holding the left mouse button and dragging a selection box over both of the squads.
What do you need built?
Excellent. You can see both squads in the selection panel of the taskbar. You can cycle through each squad in your selection. Good. You can now give orders to this individual squad and use their special abilities in the command panel. Left-click on the group select icon. Good. Our engineers are being deployed elsewhere. We will now cover unit movement. All basic orders in the Company of Heroes are issued using the right mouse button. To issue a move order to your rifleman squad, Good. In order to move units outside the immediate viewable area, you will need to pan the camera. Moving your mouse cursor to the edge of the screen. Good. Now follow the objective arrow and pan the camera until you see the road intersection. Excellent. Now, order the squad to move here by... Good. Good. Now you get the basic idea. Left-click to select units, right-click to issue basic orders. In Company of Heroes, you can rotate the camera to see more of the battlefield. To do this, hold down the Alt key on your keyboard and move the mouse to rotate and tilt your camera view. Try this now. That's it. To return the camera to its default position, press the backspace key twice. Excellent. You can also zoom in. Fantastic. Again, pressing backspace will return your camera to its default position. Company of Heroes is best played from the default camera position. Let's move on out. Issue a move order to the indicated position up the road. Notice that as your squad moves, they reveal more of the surrounding landscape. This is the fog of war. Your units can only see what is immediately around them. Well done. Your squad is in position. An event queue has appeared on the left of the screen to let you know that enemies have been spotted. Click on the event queue or press an Axis patrol is moving in and trying to capture our strategic point. Notice that enemy units are shown in red. Your units are shown in blue. Right-click on the enemy troops to attack them.
Attack enemy!
Notice your mouse changes to an attack cursor as you mouse over the enemy squads. Enemy unit down. Good job. Now, let's get that strategic point back. Right-click on the strategic. Notice your mouse changes to a capture cursor when you mouse over a strategic point. Excellent. This concludes basic training. You've earned your stripes. You have learned how to select units, move the camera, and how to use the right mouse button to issue basic commands. Click Continue to return to base. Welcome to Infantry Combat Training. We'll be commanding an airborne infantry squad and learning how to use cover, flank the enemy, and use abilities. So far, we've issued commands with the right mouse button. However, using abilities from the taskbar is done with the left mouse button. Left-click on the flashing button, then left-click on the indicated position to deploy your paratroopers. Your squad is parachuting in now. In Company of Heroes, using abilities is always done with the left mouse button. These guys are airborne infantry, elite paratroopers that can be airdropped anywhere on the battlefield. The red shield displayed next to the squad's icon indicates the squad is exposed. Exposed squads are especially vulnerable to enemy fire. Let's order the paratroopers into better cover. Select your paratroopers. Right-click near the indicator. The yellow dots on the ground show areas of light cover. Good. The yellow shield icon over your squad shows they are in light cover. Let's move again. Right-click near the stone wall to move.
Come on.
The green dots represent areas of heavy cover. Good. As you can see, the shield is now green. Your squad is now in heavy cover. Time to move into enemy territory. Let's use the Attack Move ability. Remember, targeted abilities like Attack Move are confirmed with a left click. Left click on the Attack Move. Squads using Attack Move will automatically attack the enemy and then continue to their destination. Enemy sighted. Enemy patrol destroyed. Mortars, incoming. A Kraut mortar team has been spotted near the chapel.
Get going!
Attack the mortar squad by right-clicking on them. As you've seen, your squads will automatically use cover when attacking. Good work. Notice your squad was promoted to veteran status. There are 3 ranks of veterancy in Company of Heroes. All units gain veterancy the longer they are in combat, making them more effective on the battlefield. Recon shows the enemy has set up a heavy machine gun team to cover the road. We need to take it out. Attack the heavy machine gun team by right-clicking on it. Your squad is taking from that MG. This is the MG's arc of fire. We need to stay out of this area. Order your... Excellent. Let's throw a grenade to destroy the machine gun team. Left-click on the flashing grenade icon in the taskbar, and then left-click on the machine gun team. Using abilities like grenades costs resources. The machine gun team is out of action. Now, let's take over that MG-42. Time for a little payback. Capture the heavy machine gun by right-clicking on it.
Airborne here.
Excellent. You now control 2 squads, a heavy machine gun team and a paratrooper squad. Now, let's redeploy the heavy machine gun to cover the road using the set facing command. Select your heavy machine gun. Hold down the right mouse button over the MG team and drag the mouse in the direction of the arrow. You can issue a set facing command to all squads and vehicles in Company of Heroes.
Orders, sir.
Incoming enemy patrol. Notice that your squads automatically attack nearby enemies.
Airborne taking fire!
Enemy unit down. Enemy patrol destroyed. More paratroopers are inbound to our position. Before our final objective, we need to capture the nearby strategic point to extend our front lines. Select the new paratroopers. Right-click on the nearby strategic point to capture it.
Paratroopers on point. Point taken.
Good.
Easy as
This sector is now under our control. Time to upgrade your squad. Upgrade your paratroopers by recoilless rifles are heavy anti-tank weapons that are effective against vehicles and structures. Excellent. Notice the upgrade icon above the health bar on the squad indicator. Time to attack the enemy and clear out the area. Order your squads to destroy the enemy machine gun team defending this farm using what you've learned so far. Remember, use cover and grenades. Good luck.
Front and center. Move out!
Going for a walk.
Move it, Airborne. Airborne, yes, sir. We're out of here. Move out, Airborne. Airborne here. They're coming for us, Airborne. Taking fire.
Right fucking
Show them what you got, Airborne. Airborne in the hot move now. We have AT duty. Airborne. Put some grenades down their throat. Airborne engaged. What do you need?
Well done. During infantry training, you learned how to use cover, flank enemy positions, upgrade your squads, and use targeted abilities like grenades. Infantry training complete. Dismissed. Welcome to Base Operations Training. During this exercise, we will cover base construction, how to capture territory, and how to build defenses. Our headquarters is located in this farmhouse. The HQ is your most crucial structure. With it, you call in reinforcements and off-map support. First, let's deploy an engineer. As you can see on your taskbar, for training purposes, we'll give you enough. There are 3 types of resources. Manpower is your primary. To deploy an engineer squad, select the HQ now. Left-click on engineers are your basic construction squad. They can build defenses and Your engineers are ready for duty. First, select your left-click the flash to build a barracks. Left-click the base structures can only be built near the HQ and on open ground. If the build preview turns red, you cannot build at that location.
Engineer squad
Building
ready.
complete.
The barracks allows you to deploy basic infantry troops. Select your barracks. Now, again, notice that you have spent manpower to deploy the Rifleman Squad. The Rifleman Squad is now displayed in the build queue. You can cancel any item in the queue by left-clicking on it. Rally points can be set by using the rally point icon, and then newly deployed squads will automatically move to that location.
Men are formed
You've
up.
spent all of your resources. Remember, there are 3 types of Let's start with manpower. A constant stream of manpower is the first number in the highlighted area shows the total amount of The second number shows how much Munitions is the second resource. You spend munitions. A constant stream of munitions is Fuel is the final resource, and a constant stream of The mini-map shows the location of all resource points. To get a more detailed view of the battlefield, click on the flashing. This is the tactical map. The battlefield is divided up into a number of territory sectors. Each sector has an icon which represents the location of the strategic point and the type of resource it provides. The more sectors you control, the more manpower you will receive. To return to the game view, click on the exit. Right-click on the munitions point to capture it.
We'll take it all right.
Right-click on the munitions point to capture it.
Point
Good.
captured.
You've captured the point. As you can see on the mini-map, the sector, however, the sector is also flashing. This means it is out of supply, and you are not receiving resources from it. Bring up the tactical map to get a better The munitions sector you've just captured is here. As you can see, it's not connected to your HQ sector here. This means it is out of supply. Out of supply territories do not generate any resources. To bring the munitions sector into supply, you need to capture this connecting sector. Double-click on the strategic point symbol. Sometimes the enemy will be defending strategic points. Eliminate the enemy, then capture the strategic point. Sometimes the enemy will be defending strategic points. Eliminate the enemy, then capture the strategic point. Enemy unit down.
Destroyed. Way
We'll
to
take
go,
it all
Army!
right.
Sometimes the enemy will be defending strategic points. Eliminate the enemy, then capture the strategic point. Excellent. Strategic points are vital in establishing your front lines and territory. Now, let's return to the munitions sector. The munitions sector is now in the resources a sector generates. Now, we need to secure the munitions sector to increase. Now click on the flashing field defenses button. Left click on the observation post button and
I didn't come all the way to Europe to do this. Let's go. Let's put it up on the double.
now that the observation post is complete, the sector is secure. More importantly, the enemy will need to destroy your This area is crawling with German patrols. Select your engineer squad.
Listen up.
Click on the flashing field. Left click on the MG emplacement button, and then finally, set the facing of the MG emplacement to cover the northern approach.
We need an MG nest in there.
That's it.
Excellent.
Construction finished.
Enemy incoming. The MG emplacement will automatically engage. Fantastic. The MG emplacement is suppressing the enemy troops. They're retreating. However, the Germans know we're here now, and they'll be back with more troops. We need to fortify our position. In company, order the engineers to garrison the nearby building by right-clicking on it. Good. Buildings can also be upgraded into a select the local building. Left-click on only buildings in supplied sectors can be upgraded into a forward barracks. Now you can deploy infantry squads. Now deploy a rifleman squad from...
Rifle
Excellent.
squad on point.
Select your rifleman squad. Use the rifleman squad to capture the indicated strategic point.
Oh, we'll take it all right.
Moving up on the left.
Oh, we'll take it all right.
Use the rifleman squad to capture the indicated strategic point.
Rifle squad has the objective.
Rifle squad, take fire!
Flashing yellow indicators above your squad shows that they are being suppressed. While suppressed, your squads will dive to the ground and crawl to avoid being hit.
Stay low, goddammit! Deploy into this position! Move it, squad!
The flashing red indicator shows your squad is now pinned. Pinned units are ineffective and will take heavy casualties unless you retreat. Left-click the retreat will break any suppression or pinning effects on your squads and give them a defensive bonus. Your squad is safe now, but they took some casualties. You can reinforce squad members. Select your rifleman squad. Click the flashing button to reinforce your squad back up to full strength. Squads can only reinforce if they are near a base structure, a forward barracks, or a half-track. Notice you have earned experience. You gain experience once you've gained enough experience, you can use command. To do this, left-click on the flashing. There are 3 companies you can choose. For training, we'll choose the infantry company. However, click on the infantry company icon to select it. Then, click here are the special abilities available to you as an infantry company commander. The defensive operations ability. Click on the defensive operations button. Then, click the accept. The Germans will be counterattacking. We need to defend this area with sandbags. Select your rifleman squad. Left-click on the build field. Left-click at the indicated location. Now drag the mouse to the final location, and good. Your riflemen are now building the wall section by section. Sandbags provide heavy cover. You can move infantry behind this wall to give them cover against incoming fire.
Construction detail, our work is done here.
It's as good as done. Stay low.
Rifle squad at contact!
Just tell us what you need us to do.
Earn more command points. Left-click on the flashing button to unlock. Use the artillery strike ability to defeat the German attack. Okay, take cover. Enemy unit down. Stand down. Section is clear. Well done. During training, we covered how to establish your base, call in additional troops, capture territory, defend your front lines, and use company commander abilities to defeat the enemy. This completes base operations. Welcome to Armor Training. We've just got word that a convoy from Baker Company has come under attack north of our current position. Select your Sherman tank. Use your Sherman tank to move to the ambush site.
Give it all she's got.
That was a direct hit, but it did little damage because of the Panzer's heavy armor. You need to flank the enemy tank and attack its rear armor, which is weaker. Issue a move order to the position behind the Panzer tank.
Gear! Sherman on the attack.
Good. You've scored a hit to its rear armor.
Sherman on the attack. Let's get in there. Advance. I want this.
Now, let's look at the damage. That shot from the Panzer scored a critical hit and has immobilized your tank. Notice the unit information display on the taskbar shows the Sherman tank has suffered from a critical hit to its engine. Your tanks can be repaired in the field with the help of the engineer squads. Repairing a vehicle will remove any critical hits it has received. Select your engineer squad. Order your engineers to repair the Sherman by right-clicking on it. You have deselected your squad. Left-click on Order your engineers to repair the Sherman by right-clicking on it. You have deselected your squad. Left-click on Order your engineers to repair the Sherman by right-clicking on it. Excellent. The repairs are complete. There are enemy patrols in this area. To increase the Sherman's effectiveness against infantry, upgrade it with a 50 caliber machine gun. Click on the flashing button to purchase.
Sergeant,
Excellent.
get an MG on the roof
Notice
of
the
this
gunner
tin
on the
can.
turret
Time to
manning
shred
the
some crap.
MG. Recon indicates the Germans have set up a base north of our position. Let's move up, order your Sherman to proceed to the indicated location.
Give her some gas, Tiny.
Engineer call.
You have deselected your tank. Left-click on your Sherman tank. Recon indicates the Germans have set up a base north of our position. Tank traps are blocking the road. Your Sherman cannot move through the tank traps. Axis infantry spotted. Panzerschrecks. They're targeting the Sherman's rear armor. Hold down the right mouse button on the Sherman and drag the mouse in the direction of the enemy. Hold down the right mouse button on the Sherman and drag the mouse in the direction of the enemy. Excellent. Now the Sherman's strongest armor is facing the enemy.
Fireman cannon. Load AP.
Enemy Panzerschrecks destroyed. We need to continue moving toward the Axis base. Those tank traps are blocking our path. We'll call in a Sherman Crocodile to help. Crocodiles are armed with flamethrowers and can be upgraded with a bulldozer that can select your upgrade your
Sherman out. Ready for action. Heavy armor here. Ready to take the field.
Excellent. You can now now clear the tank traps by moving the tank through them.
Give it all
Excellent.
you got.
Your tank moves slower while the bulldozer is lowered. You can raise it by left-clicking on the bulldozer button in the command panel. Now let's take out that German base. Use both your Sherman and the Crocodile.
Where we need it. Armored cache. Advance. Acknowledged.
Flamethrowers are effective at burning infantry squads out of buildings.
Taking fire.
Well done. German base destroyed. This completes armor
Crocodile firing weapons.
Welcome, sir, to 3rd Battalion, Boudicca's Boys, 2nd British Army. During this training exercise, you'll familiarize yourself with the British Army of opposing fronts and its command structure. We will cover infantry deployment. Lieutenant's 3rd Battalion has just moved into the area. We need to move out and capture additional territory. This is an infantry section, the basic infantry squad of the British Army. Left-click on your infantry section to select it. Now, right-click on the indicated... Notice how your squad moves. While moving in friendly territory, all British squads move using their assault stance. The infantry section is now entering neutral territory. Notice the change in stance. When moving in neutral or enemy territory, all squads adopt a patrolling stance. They move more cautiously, sacrificing speed for protection. Let's help them out by deploying a lieutenant. Left-click on your command truck. Left-click on the flashing button. Lieutenants are the basic officers of the British. They are critical to the success of your army. Excellent. Your lieutenant is ready. Select your lieutenant. Move your lieutenant to the Whenever a lieutenant is near infantry, his presence provides discipline to all nearby soldiers. Good. The star over your infantry shows that a lieutenant is nearby. This grants them combat and veterancy bonuses. Since the lieutenant is so critical to the success of your infantry, it is important for him to maintain command range. Left-click on the flashing button to order your lieutenant to follow an infantry section. Now, left-click on the Good. Notice the symbol above the lieutenant, indicating that he is now following the infantry section. Select your infantry section. Now, let's order the infantry section to capture. Notice that your infantry are moving much more quickly with the lieutenant nearby. Watch out. Incoming enemies. Excellent work. Enemy patrol defeated. Your infantry might have had a tough fight. Good thing the lieutenant was there to keep them in line. Proceed with capturing the sector. Proceed with capturing the sector. Proceed with capturing the sector. Good. This sector is now under your control. Even though we have captured the munitions point, it is not secure. Unsecured points provide less resources. Let's secure that munitions point. The British secure territory sectors differently than other armies. They use their mobile command trucks. Command trucks are the backbone of the British Army because they can be deployed anywhere on the battlefield. They allow the British to call in reinforcements where they are needed. More importantly, once deployed, select your command truck. Deploy this command truck to the munitions sector that you just captured. Left-click on the flashing button to
HQ command truck going mobile.
Good. Command truck is mobile. Look at the minimap. All your territory is flashing. Whenever your headquarters command truck is mobile, your controlled territory will not be in supply. Sectors that are not in supply do not generate resources. Order your command truck to the munitions sector by right-clicking near the indicated position. There are many reasons to move your command truck. It grants resource bonuses to the sectors it occupies. It can deploy units closer to the front line or relocate if the enemy is attacking. The command truck is quite vulnerable while moving, so guard it carefully. Now that the HQ is within the munitions sector, we'll need to deploy it to secure the territory. Left-click on the flashing button. Left-click on the indicated position within the sector to order your command truck to begin setting up there.
Establish a command headquarters here, gents.
Excellent. You have successfully deployed your command truck. Notice that the territory has stopped flashing. Your territory is now back in supply. Your munitions resource rate has improved dramatically as well. To build a machine gun emplacement, select your infantry section now. Click on the flashing button to left-click on the machine gun. Position the emplacement by left-clicking on the indicated location. Finally, set the facing of the MG emplacement to cover the north.
Swing those purses like you mean it, boys. I should have been an
Excellent.
engineer.
British infantry can also build structures like mortar pits or casualty clearing stations. The enemy has discovered our location. Stand to. An MG emplacement is an excellent defense against attacking infantry. Good. Enemy infantry neutralized. To provide additional protection for our troops, let's build a slit trench. Click on the flashing button to access your left-click on the indicated location to set the facing of the slit trench. Unique to the British, slit trenches are defensive structures that infantry can garrison for additional protection from enemy fire. Good. Notice that it is unoccupied after construction is complete. An unoccupied slit trench can be garrisoned by anyone, even the enemy.
Get in there.
NCOs reporting they have destroyed a German tank.
One unit down! Go on! Taking fire!
Get down. Incoming mortar. That mortar is wreaking havoc on our infantry. Order your infantry to... Good job. Trenches provide extra protection against artillery. Let's take out that mortar. Our ground forces are unable to attack that mortar. We'll need to use You have been granted access to glider-borne commandos. Gliders are excellent for attacking positions behind the enemy's front line. To request a glider, left-click on the indicated position to identify. Left-click again to target the desired direction you would like the glider. Commandos reporting for duty. Order your commandos to take out that mortar. Remember your tactical training.
Extended line!
NCA's reporting they have destroyed a German target.
We've got our hands full here. Don't let that infantry get fired. Hit the ground. Frag!
Now you know about some of the unique aspects of the British. You learned about the lieutenants and infantry, command trucks, and how to build emplacements. This concludes this training exercise, sir. 3rd Battalion awaits.
Welcome to training. Kampfgruppe Lehr is standing by. During this exercise, you will learn about the unique aspects of the Panzer Elite and their arsenal of vehicles. You learn how to attack from half-tracks, to capture and secure territory. Kampfgruppe Lehr has heard reports of enemy infantry in the area. We need to scout their position. First, left-click Panzer Grenadiers are the backbone of any Panzer Elite army. They are versatile and able to respond to any enemy threats. They also garrison that half-track. We need to move out. Right-click the half-track to order your Panzer Grenadiers to get inside. Good. Notice that your Panzer Grenadiers have taken up positions in the back. Panzer Elite infantry garrisoned in open-top vehicles can shoot out the back with any equipped weapons. Half-track. Select your half-track. Enemy infantry spotted. Move out and attack them. Order your half-track to attack the indicated squad by right-clicking on it. The Panzer Grenadiers are not only transported with the vehicle, but they add additional firepower to the half-track's own machine gun. Enemy infantry defeated. Look out! Counterattack! Taking too much damage. We need more firepower. Get a grenade on that infantry. Additional left click on the flashing. Target the infantry. Panzer Grenadiers use incendiary grenades. These grenades don't do much initial damage, but entrenched squads will burn if they stay put.
Just hold fire to the infantry!
Enemy infantry neutralized. Recon reports an enemy infantry squad occupying a nearby slit trench. Let's take them out. This is a mortar half-track. This mobile artillery vehicle is quite effective at dealing with entrenched infantry. Select your mortar half-track. Order the mortar half-track to fire an incendiary barrage at the enemy infantry squad. Left-click on the flashing Good. Now left-click on the enemy's... Excellent. Bombardment underway. Excellent. Bombardment underway. You'll notice your barrage was only marginally effective. Several more barrages are needed to fully defeat the enemy squad. Look at the incendiary barrage button. The ability has a long recharge time, preventing you from issuing additional barrages. Let's call in resupply support, the munitions half-track. This vehicle resupplies nearby units by greatly reducing the recharge time of their abilities. Select your munitions half-track. Order the munitions half-track. Good. The munitions half-track is within resupply range. This is indicated by the symbol above the mortar half-track. Select your mortar half-track. Notice the incendiary mortar ability. It is fully charged. Order the half-track to barrage the infantry with incendiary rounds again. Notice the incendiary mortar ability recharges faster if the munitions half-track is nearby. Continue to barrage the enemy squad until they are defeated.
Fire mission. White phosphorus inbound. Loading incendiary rounds.
Continue to barrage the enemy squad until they are defeated.
Get your lads to swing right! Swing right!
Yellow. Incendiary rounds on the way.
Continue to barrage the enemy squad until they are defeated.
Loading incendiary rounds.
Continue to barrage the enemy squad until they are defeated.
Incendiary rounds on the way.
Continue to barrage the enemy squad until they are defeated. Excellent job. Infantry neutralized. For our next objective, let's capture and secure territory. This is select your scout car. Order the scout car to capture the scout car is an excellent recon vehicle. Armed with an MG-42 light machine gun, it is excellent for defeating lightly equipped infantry squads. Good job. The sector is... To secure this sector, you'll need to upgrade your scout car first. Left-click on the flashing button. With this logistics support upgrade, the scout car is able to secure territory. Good. The radio antenna now attached to the roof of your scout car indicates that it has been upgraded to a logistic car. Left-click on the flashing button to secure this sector. Good job. The territory is now secure. Notice that a scout car secured territory is immobile. To mobilize the scout car, left-click on the secure sector. Now that the territory is captured and secure, we need to bring in some heavier weapons to protect the scout car. This is a Panzer IV-F infantry support tank, affectionately referred to as the Stubby for its short cannon. Select your support Panzer. Order the Panzer to move to the indicated...
Move out. Infantry.
Exit. Achtung, incoming enemy.
Time to take the fight to the enemy. Under heavy fire.
Notice the Panzer's slow rate of fire. You can increase its rate of fire by using its rapid fire ability. Left-click on the flashing... Good job. The Panzer is able to fire more quickly. However, it is now locked down and cannot move. Many vehicles in the Panzer Elite have the ability to lock down. However, the benefits differ from vehicle to vehicle. As a Panzer Elite commander, knowing when to sacrifice mobility for firepower is crucial for victory. Excellent. Notice your Panzer was promoted to veteran status. In the command panel, there are two veterancy buttons. When Panzer Elite squads and vehicles gain veterancy, this unlocks two special skills, allowing you to customize the combat effectiveness of the unit. The first ability boosts the unit's offensive power, the second its defensive power. With each rank of veterancy, you can choose which ability to apply to the unit. Left-click on one of the flashing buttons. Good. Your Panzer has been granted an offensive veterancy bonus.
Return fire! Enemy scout is triangulating on out! Infantry destroyed! New target! Hug it here and start stacking shells!
Excellent job. Infantry neutralized. Intel reports approaching tanks. The Panzer IV's gun is no match for the heavy British armor. Time to call in the Luftwaffe company commander. You have been granted access to the Henschel strafing run. It is a... Now left-click to target the in... With this ability, Henschel aircraft will fly by the target location, targeting all enemies within their flight path. Left-click on the flashing Henschel strafing ability. Left-click on the flashing Henschel strafing ability. Eliminated. The Panzer Elite have two other company commanders besides the Luftwaffe. These specialize in scorched earth and tank destroyer tactics. Now you know about some of the unique aspects to the Panzer Elite. You learned about the three types of half-tracks: infantry and vehicle combat, vehicle capturing and securing, and finally veterancy and lockdown. Excellent work. Panzer Elite training complete. Dismissed. Während der letzten 5 Jahre hat das Dritte Reich mit seinem Begehren nach Lebensraum fast ganz Europa beherrscht. All das ändert sich.
Sieh dir das an. Was machen wir bloß?
Wir wählen sie aus. Was sonst?
Father always said you were a positive thinker. These boys and old men are so green, they haven't even fired rifles before. And yet, these are the best Germany can provide us.
Enjoy the war while you can, Wolfgang. The peace will be hell. Remember what Mother used to say. Make Earth your heaven.
If this is heaven, little brother, then we best stay away from hell. Add action stations!
Grenadiers ready. Send your mission order.
Kampfgruppe, listen up. Man the AA guns and shoot down all enemy craft.
Jawohl! Use that weapon signal contact!
Anti-aircraft batteries manned. Fill the skies with tracers. Aircraft incoming. Fire at will.
Gefechtsbereit!
unit superiority once again.
Receiving you loud and clear. Operating in combat? That's insane!
Get over to the HQ. There's an AA battery that needs to be manned.
Three section ready to move out. Dress off for Mars. Squad is crewing that weapon. Crew that weapon, man.
Formations of fighter bombers and transports are inbound and wreaking havoc on our Kampfgruppe. We have lost contact with the Field Marshal's HQ in Arnhem and with the other division's commanders. Seems the Yanks and the Brits targeted our communications first, as on D-Day.
Until we re-establish contact, Kampfgruppe Leer will defend Wolfhetze. Have the Panzer Grenadiers man the anti-aircraft guns at these positions. I've taken the initiative to recall light vehicles from the 130th Regiment to defend against the commandos. We must alert Division Command and Major General Voss. This is no simple attack if the enemy is dropping paratroopers in broad daylight. Stay strong and I'll see you on the other side.
Make ready all defensive positions. Deploy security screen to intercept any of their assault teams. And defend all Flugabwehr AA positions.
You get us over there. Was ist los? Understood. Vehicle moving out. Ready? Affirmative. Moving out. Infantry. Watch your position.
Flugabwehrwaffe gun under attack! Am Arsch lecken! Get to board over there! Squad understands. They have destroyed an enemy unit. Grenadiers ready for action. Go ahead, sir. Ready to move. Tactical space. Let's shake it out. Schnell.
We're dropping on top of our positions.
Panzer Grenadiers, form up. Ready for O Group. The F-Gates-bound 40 should assist our efforts.
Infantry contact. That last shot did it. We're in a hell of a fight. Give us some
Kampfgruppen have upgraded defensive operations. There's no time to wait. Let's move. Quick, get in.
Target destroyed.
The enemy is weakening even now. Squad, ready. No time to wait. Let's move.
Knock it out.
Moving the squad out.
Gefechtsbereit!
Taking on orders.
eradicated.
My command has inflicted ready. Infantry section down. Keep firing.
Ready to respond. Allied infantry annihilated! Infantry section ready. The squad out. Contact! Contact!
Ready for hosting. Right ahead. Ready
We have eliminated the enemy once more.
Ready for a combat mission.
No sign we were here. Squad, ready for orders.
Move into a bar.
Ready for action.
Ready for instructions. Was ist los?
Taking fire from enemy infantry. Infantry and open. One notice. Squad moving out.
What do you need?
Taking fire.
Preparing order barrage.
All fire for the infantry. Deploy Handgranaten.
Cavalier has proven its superiority once again.
As orders. Moving out. Improvements underway.
ready.
Squad upgrading.
Commander, sir. Order ready for orders.
What's the good news?
We are upgraded and ready for action.
Movements underway.
Take cover! Let's hope they came low. All help begins.
Commander, sir.
Our position.
Was ist los? Grillpoint noted. Firing.
Get your orders.
In contact. Say again. Attacking enemy infantry.
An enemy unit has fallen to our might.
Let's go. We have to move.
Corp ready.
In you go.
Ready to pass on orders.
Ja, Herr Kommandant?
Upgrade complete. These boys and old men don't know what to do.
The Tommies are dropping in force. Be ready to respond along the line.
What do you need? Verstanden. HE barrage.
Set. Over.
Combat ready. Grillpoint noted. Ready all guns to bear. Outbreak ready. Adjust targets. Destroy their armor. Ready for fire. Target sighted. Ready for order.
An enemy unit has fallen to our might.
Crew ready. Yeah.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Standing by. Order carrier acknowledges. Let's move. Direct hit.
stations report an apparent halt in enemy activity. Additional gliders are sighted landing heavy equipment nearby. The Tommies are either digging in or preparing for offensive operations, Hauptmann.
Commandos are likely to try to make a push for Wolfhetze. Securing the rail yard would give them a base from which to attack Arnhem. Have the Kampfgruppe set up defenses at these critical locations along the railroad. Brad, make sure you man the 88s and target any enemy vehicles you see. Equip the Panzergrenadiers with Panzerschrecks for additional firepower. Prevent any and all British forces from moving past Wolfhetze.
Incoming message from forward sector.
We have 3 confirmed enemy glider sightings. Form up and assault their positions. The British will be guarding their gliders fiercely. Destroy them before we are overwhelmed.
Squad, ready, go ahead! Understood!
Panzerfaust here, sir! Order ready. Preparing mortar barrage.
Go ahead.
The enemy is weakening even now.
Fall in. This is the sea. Panzergrenadiers, ready for orders. Send your orders. Come to life. Grenadiers up there. Infantry.
We've lost a unit.
Hit them!
Form up. Orders coming. Forward over. Infantry in open.
Kampfgruppe Leer has proven its superiority once again.
Infantry sections out there. Keep firing! Fire all weapons. Under fire! Say again! Vehicle here! I've got range. Ready for action. Panzer's riflemen. Panzerfaust. Hit them!
Grenadiers ready.
We are taking enemy fire! Fire up the rear! Ready for action! Barrage on the way!
Squad ready for orders. Everyone out!
Jawohl.
Squad
Schützen
mates.
zurück.
Enemy contact! Go ahead!
We have eliminated the enemy once more.
Ready to adjust attack!
Ready for orders. Bearing. Bearing under fire.
Order ready for combat mission. Let's get this thing moving. Unit neutralized.
Excellent job, mein Kampfgruppen! Hauptmann Berger, gliders are neutralized.
Squad is gathered and
We
ready.
have to prevent any of the enemy forces from breaking through our lines. Jeep movement spotted! Forward element report enemy jeeps headed down the road. They're going to try and break through at the rail station.
Instructions. Moving through the forward lines. My men are eager for battle. Grid point noted. Moving.
Squad is gathered and ready. Grenadiers here. Contact. Priority move
The
order.
enemy is becoming less mobile all the time.
Eat some leg, Jerry. Moving in order. Taking many casualties. Marching order. Spread out. Infantry section ready to move out. Enemy fire. Ready for orders. Move orders. Just on time.
That's into the area now. Grid point noted.
Ready for mission order.
We have eliminated the enemy once more.
Armor destroyed. Infantry unit down.
We're ready for orders.
Fire.
First level
underway.
moving out.
Let's go.
Dress off for march. Go ahead, sir. Ready to move. Grenadiers moving out.
Ready Awaiting instructions. Was ist los?
Ready for order. Basic repairs commencing. Infantry section ready to move out. Shake it out. Schnell. Schützentrupp moving out. Let's shake it
Panzer
out.
have destroyed another enemy vehicle.
Auftragseingang. Steady up, Grenadiers moving out. Go ahead. Point
Eat
noted.
some lead,
Squad
Jerry.
moving out. Time to waste. Let's move. Fire!
They have destroyed an enemy unit.
Incoming vessels, forward sector. Incoming British jeeps. Heading west of our current location. And should hit the edge of full pace.
An enemy unit has fallen to our might.
Send your mission orders. Full throttle.
What, you can't handle us? We're here to save some cloggy arse.
Under fire!
Stand to. Send
Gather
your mission
outside,
orders.
inside.
Defensive perimeter. 7 seconds this time.
Reposition the mortar! Taking fire! Moving to new position!
Ready to pass on order.
Was ist los? Swing down. Ready for combat action. Units on there.
Superiority once again.
Verstanden! HE barrage! Flank hit!
Kampfbereit! Ceasefire! Deploying to new location!
Panzer have destroyed another enemy vehicle.
This area is secure. Move to the next target before the jeeps flank our position. Don't let them pass you.
Hauptmann Berger, the jeeps are changing paths again. Heading to the opposite edge of the village east of our current position.
You know the drill. Form up and move out.
Move, move, move! Get on the line, man!
Pass on orders! Jawohl! Squad moving! Schnell! Make your orders kick! Jawohl!
Truppe advancing to contact! Go. On your feet.
Schützentrupp, ready! Spätrupp orders. Advancing to contact.
Send your mission order. Moving out. Let's go.
Kampfauftrag. Dress off.
Fire! What's up? AA battery taking heavy fire! Need support!
Standing by. Preparing mortar barrage. Hit them! Target down!
Panzer have destroyed another enemy vehicle.
Infantry section
Point
ready.
noted. Squad moving out.
Grenadiers ready.
Attack formation.
Ready.
Attack
Task
task
base.
We have destroyed an enemy unit.
Stop it! Put it out! Enemy
Get blasted.
Panzer have destroyed another enemy vehicle.
Fire from enemy infantry! Engaging the riflemen! Eliminated! Infantry! Schneewagen, standing now! Ready for alternate action! It's your command. Putting them down. Enemy fire! AG barrage on the way! Fall in. On me, lieutenant. Engage infantry. Schneewagen here.
The enemy is becoming less mobile all the time.
Target supplies. Short burst enemy out. Schneewagen here. Target sighted. Identify just at our location. Standing by. Receiving loud and clear. Verstanden. AG barrage.
Well done. All of the enemy jeeps have been stopped. Radio the Division Command Center in Arnhem to mobilize in case of other airborne attacks.